Hey everybody, it's Jeremy Bradley here, and it's time for the BuffRadio.com Entertainment Wrap-Up presented by Buff Boy Brewing Company.
JB's Entertainment Wrap-Up.
Brought to you by BuffBoyBrewing.com. For a great cup of joe, there's one thing you should know. Your morning brew can also be playful. Buff Boy Brewing guys make the temperature rise, and you'll surely feel naughty when you swallow their coffee. Shop Buff Boy Brewing's premium collections of coffee and tea at BuffBoyBrewing.com. Buff Boy Brewing, you can't get enough buff. Here's what's making news this May 19th. Meghan Markle and Harry pretend to be touring royals and living the glam Hollywood life, but we're hearing more about their relationship and apparent sham lifestyle. We've talked about how their business deals with companies like Spotify and Netflix have crumbled because they want to do as little work as possible for the biggest paychecks in the business. It's obviously failing. Now they're taking paid speaking roles, and as we mentioned, even that is without scandal, with Markle in Australia making international headlines for barely appearing 2 hours at what was described as a girls' weekend at a fancy hotel. Attendees paid upwards of $3,000 for a chance to see her, and if they paid an upgrade fee, could get a selfie. Needless to say, reports from the scene said that there were barely 60 people in attendance, so while they can't keep business deals afloat, they can't sell out their engagements. How are their personal relationships? Well, sounds like, in Hollywood anyway, not great. There's something about the victim card the couple constantly plays that might be pushing people away, just a little bit. A source said, quote, "They don't get it. They never think it is them. They love famous people. They are very name-droppy. The association gives them a kick. But if someone stops calling, they don't ask why. No one wants to hang out with Meghan. Lots of reasons, but she might sell clothes while using their name. They ask for a lot of resources to be spent as they believe it is a privilege to be in their circle. They think they are entitled to all the private planes," end quote. So, who were previously BFFs that are suddenly backing away? Well, based on who we have seen them with in the past and who we're not seeing them with now, that could be Oprah, David and Victoria Beckham, even George and Amal Clooney. So, where are they now? Speaking of troubled relationships, last week we talked about the split for Jason Biggs and Jenny Mollen. They'd been married, I guess it was 18 years, right? It's not on my screen here. I believe it was 18 years. We talked about it earlier. But we heard gossip about trouble in the relationship for the last 9 months. Now we're hearing what might have changed. Biggs ain't big anymore. Yes, a source said, quote, "Jason definitely has changed since his weight loss transformation. He lost a lot of weight and it definitely helped boost his ego. I don't think he was wanting to lose that much weight, but it happened and he's proud of the results like anyone who lost 40 pounds or more would be," end quote. So does he feel he's too hot for the wife now, or did she get fed up with that alleged ego? Here's the thing. Maybe a little bit of everything? The source said, quote, "Issues for a while now. I think if they didn't do therapy, they would have split maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Jason has had more stress in his life than Jenny lately, and I think that's definitely caused a bit of a wedge," end quote. Another breakup to tell you about, this one after 30 years. Music group Aqua has called it quits. You remember Barbie Girl, right? Dr. Jones? I remember them from my childhood. All those retro groups, they've resurfaced for another 15 minutes of fame in recent years, but the Danish group is ending things for good this time? I don't know. They said in a statement, "After many incredible years, we have decided to close the chapter of Aqua as a live band. Aqua has been such a huge part of our lives, and together we've had the chance to experience more than we ever dared to dream of. When you've been together for this long, you also learn when it's time to protect what you've created together. For us, this feels like the right moment to say goodbye while the memories are still strong and while the love for the music, the story, and each other remains intact." Oh, we'll hear about the scandal soon enough, I'm sure, right? That's just my cynical entertainment reporting after all these 20 years, right? That's Check of your celebrity headlines for this Tuesday, May 19th. I'm back tomorrow right here on the BuffRadio.com Entertainment Wrap-Up presented by Buff Boy Brewing Company. Until next time, I'm Jeremy Bradley.
For a great cup of joe, there's one thing you should know. Your morning brew can also be playful. Buff Boy Brewing guys make the temperature rise, and you surely feel naughty when you swallow